Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of our 2021 New Year, New Plan series. My name is Amanda, and I'm in the marketing team here at PackView. With 2021 only 6 weeks away, which is crazy to even think about, most teams are in full planning mode, getting ready for the new year. And while this year has been slightly unpredictable, next year will most likely bring a tad more stability to brands, but also present a lot of growth opportunities for e-commerce in general. Today, we're going to talk about new growth channels, new ad types, along with how to prepare for growth in the new year. And with that, I'd like to introduce Anne, one of our in-house advertising experts. Over to you.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get started. On to growth. Where do you see the most growth taking place next year?
Right. Well, I mean, as everyone knows, Amazon has consistently been the largest e-commerce driver. The same was true in 2020, and I expect it to be true in 2021. That being said, I'd be looking to some of the smaller platforms in 2021 to really see kind of skyrocketing growth. A big example of this is Walmart, where it started in 2020, where we saw this huge growth on platform. They're translating a lot of their brick and mortar business to e-commerce, and I expect that to continue into 2021. So if I were a brand, I would be looking beyond just Amazon and to diversify the platforms that I'm operating on.
I know it's exciting to hear so many brands going into Walmart, but also Instacart, and Best Buy recently launching was just yesterday. So it's a lot of exciting stuff happening.
Right.
And have you seen any new ad types or new strategies, beta programs that brands are looking to try out next year?
Yeah, so just like I would recommend diversifying the platforms you're on, I would also recommend diversifying your strategy within those platforms. A big example of where I would diversify is adding sponsored brand video. We've seen great results with this on Amazon across a variety of brands. In some cases, we're seeing triple-digit growth compared to the average for the account in terms of efficiency. So this can be a really great tool to increase brand visibility. Another big example would be utilizing product targeting. We're seeing a lot of good results being creative with our product targeting strategy and not just focusing on keyword-based targeting, not just for competitors, but across the board, testing various different strategies within your product targeting efforts. And another big thing I would utilize is DSP if you have that capability. A great way to think of this is DSP is so malleable. You can use it, on site or on sister sites for Amazon. And essentially you can kind of look at your funnel and look where there are gaps based on your normal sponsored ads and fill those with DSP targeting, which is a really great tool to use.
We actually have a webinar coming up on December 3rd on exactly DSP. So we're excited to dig into it a bit as well on our side. So. And I mean, just thinking about, what brands, not just to prepare for, but what would your number one tip be for brands going into next year when planning, given, some of the uncertainties as well as, considering no one knows really what will happen in 2021.
Do we ever?
No.
I think my recommendation would be to take a step back and look at your program holistically. So we're talking about, all these different strategies, all these different platforms. Look at all of them as one strategy, as one part of your funnel, and identify where you have gaps, and then utilize the various strategies that we've discussed or the new platforms to fill those gaps. A lot of people don't realize that, your strategy on Amazon will affect your strategy elsewhere and vice versa. A big example of this is we've seen some situations where something has gone out of stock on Amazon and customers, especially loyal customers, will go to other platforms to find this product. So that can kind of feed off of each other. Another big thing that people don't think about is Amazon typically price matches. So you can have a promo on Best Buy or a promo on Walmart, and that will affect your business on Amazon. So having this kind of cohesive, interconnected strategy is a really great tool in any marketer's tool bag. And I think that that's something that people should be looking to utilize in 2021.
Awesome tips. And lastly, what are you doing to prepare your brands for 2021?
Right. Well, right now we're in kind of the heat of 2021 budget planning. And we're doing a lot of really granular planning. So it's not just, which platform gets which amount of the budget, but we're allocating based on our strategy. So we're looking deeper. How much do we want to focus on retargeting or prospecting? How much do we want to focus on brand visibility versus just bottom line growth. So it's really, really important, again, to identify what the most important success measurements are going to be for your brand, and then allocate the budget based on that. Another big thing that we're doing, and a lot of people kind of overlook this because it follows the holidays, but January can also be a key drive period depending on the product category you're operating within. A lot of people have that kind of new year, new me mindset. I'm one of them. And so they'll be looking to purchase things that fit with that mindset, that they're in the habits that they're trying to adapt to. So if you're a brand that has some sort of related products, this can be a really big period for you as well. So we're doing our best to plan our strategy for early January as well as the holidays to make sure that we're not overlooking a potential growth period.
Excellent tips. I think this will be super helpful for brands in their planning for next year. Thank you for joining us today, Anne. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to follow us on our social media channels for all of our latest updates, or head over to packview.com for more information or to connect with one of our in-house advertising experts. So thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Of course. Thanks, guys.